Hello Capricorn, and welcome to your Astroflower reading going from the 19th through to the 25th of December. That's right, Christmas. I was going to say Noel in French. Your birthday season. Yes, happy birthday to all you Capricorns. Isn't it good? Isn't it so good to get there? Isn't it so good to get there? Let me introduce you. This is the Astroflowers. You can still see this table here in front of us. We are actually sitting on a ley line running through here. It's beautiful little female line, lovely energies running through it. So without further ado, let's just open up the Astroflower and connect that energy to the Astroflower reading for Capricorn. And here comes your Astroflower. There it is. Welcome. So, yes. Have you seen the 2023 readings? Oh my word. Oh my word. You should really go and see them. The collective. Great things on the financial sort of side. And for you, very interesting 2023. I'm looking forward to it myself as a Capricorn. Looking forward to it. So let's just see what's going on in your overall energies for this week here, leading up to Christmas. And obviously you've got the solstice going on as well. It's been a long road, this 2022, hasn't it? You know, let's be honest with one another. It's been a long road, and I think you're happy to see Christmas, I think. Tower moment. I think this is Tower moment. I can't see anything nasty in this. I think this is a case of just kind of like relaxing and letting go of everything, which obviously Capricorns, you're constantly jostling plates, you know, spinning plates in the air at the moment, and you love doing that, really. It's a pain in the backside, but you love doing it, Capricorn. And maybe just sort of like this sort of relaxing and allowing a few plates to fall will not necessarily be a bad thing for you. You probably need to do a bit of space around you and enjoy this closing part of the year and moving into your new year. So I'm not too worried about it. I think it's more of a case of the energy at the moment is making space for you going forward. And it's the start of a new journey, a leap of faith with the Fool that's sort of flowing through this energy. Let's just see what's going on your karmic mission for your relationship side. Seems heavy. I won't lie to you. It seems heavy. It seems like I think this has to do with the accumulation of tiredness from 2022, and it's like it's almost it's like being in, you know, going 10 rounds with Muhammad Ali, or you know, you're at the end of the year, and it's just like kind of going, I've got no fight left in me in a way. It's a bit. This could be tied into this Tower moment as well. A bit of justice, a bit of balance that comes back into it. It's also the finality of something in regards to relationships. I think this is possibly something that you've been dealing with in the past. Someone you've been dealing with in the past. Just it's good to have let go, by the looks of things, and it's a realization. I think you've already realised it, really, and I think it's almost like the karmic path is just desserts in a way. You know, you're getting your reason, you know, out of the situation. Let's just see what's going on, how the universe is trying to influence your karmic mission, or the divine plan, as it were. Yeah. It's almost as if it's the universe is almost just sort of saying, now you've got the space. What are you going to do with it? You got what you wanted. Now what you're going to do with it. That's what it's... not in a nasty way. It doesn't feel like in a nasty way. It really does feel like in a kind of like, you know, Capricorn, you've gone through Pluto. You've had Pluto in your sign for so long, and it's coming to the end in January, in March, I think, in 2023. Don't quote me on the dates, but and then it comes back in September, October, November, around that sort of period for another couple of months, and then it's completely gone in 2024. And it's like, you know, it's accumulation of all the understandings and knowledge that you've done before. Lovers. Well, this is it. I said it wasn't nasty. I think it's like kind of like, you know, it is almost in a way kind of like, what you're going to do. You've got this space, what you're going to do. You're going to fill it straight away, or you're going to just allow that space to exist, grow a little bit yourself into that space. Is it just you're meeting up with someone? This could be the Tower moment. This is the Tower moment. It could be this sort of like, you know, Christmas period of meeting up with lots of people you haven't seen for ages and stuff like that. It could be some sort of thing, or it could be just the realization of you and your couple, of kind of a moment within your couple where it just reinvigorates or reignites that constant love that's renewing within a long-term couple. You know, it seems like there's a lot of things going on here. Let's just see how the guides are trying to influence this karmic message. There's a lot of courtesy and meeting of people. It's it's a lot of introductions. Could be a lot of networking going on this Christmas period for you, this lead up to the Christmas period. Okay, so you've got the Eight of Swords. I think this is where, you know, normally it's a sensation of being tied up and being stuck in your emotions and that sort of thing. And it could be a case for you, Capricorn, because, you know, as I say, it's been a long year. But at the same time, your guides are trying to free you up, and I think this is what they were talking about with the introduction with people and stuff like that. They're really trying to open you up into new ideas, new people, new ways of being. And just opening up the social side of life, basically, by the looks of things. Let's just see. And I think you should go along with plans, or just go along with the flow, and allow the social gatherings of Christmas commence, like, as it were. Let's just see how the guys are trying to influence this conversation that is within you. They're really involved. So, and they're very encouraging. Your 2023 reading, you should really go and have a look at it, because it was all about falling back. It was a bit about falling back in life, and the fact that you've got to learn to love life again, and learn to open up. And it's like bumping up against a glass ceiling that you haven't been able to get through, and finally that glass ceiling has been removed, and it's a bit weird. You don't know how to do it, and that's why these guys here are encouraging you to break out, and it's coming in quickly, because that's what they're sort of saying to you here. Stop being so stuck in your ways, Capricorn. We are terrible like that. So yeah, stop being stuck in your ways, and your guides. I would listen to those voices, that inner voice that is within you. If it's encouraging you to move on, I would definitely move on. You know, you've gone through a lot. You've got those healthy boundaries with that nine of wands there. You've gone through a lot, so you've learned a lot, so you've been able to put up these healthy boundaries, but don't let them imprison you, basically. Same thing with this Eight of Swords. Don't let life imprison you, basically. Let's just see what's going on your sort of business, jobs, financial sort of side of life. Karmic message here is I've lived a lot in France, and they have shutters in France on all the windows, and it's like you've gone to the shutters and you've opened them up, and you're greeting the day. It's like you've arrived at your destination. That's what it seems like. Yeah, this is good quality work. It is the realization that you have done good quality work. And as I say, with Pluto in your sign over the last 12 years, it's been very difficult, to say the least. And I think the universe is realizing this, and maybe it's the accumulation of being in a situation where you're realizing long-term goals here. They really are there now. And this was also in your 2023 reading. Just go and have a look at that. It's quality work here that you've done, not only on yourself, but in the world around you. And I think you're going to be recognized for it in many ways. And it's realizing that. And I think that's your karmic mission is this week, to realize that you put in the good work. Let's just see what's going on how the universe or the divine plan is trying to influence this karmic message. Oh, they make me laugh. They say, so what are you going to do with it? Now you've got that, what are you going to do? It's 2023 is going to be an amazing year for Capricorn. I'm really convinced it's going to be a lot of your potentials are going to come to fruition. It is, what are you going to do with it? You've got the Four of Pentacles. Don't hold on too tightly. I would go dancing and frolicking in the meadows of life within your opportunities. There is a certain aspect of it, of the energy coming through now, sort of saying, with that sort of Nine of Wands as well that comes through, to have those healthy boundaries, to realise that you can't just give things away free of charge. There has to be some form of exchange. I used to do it in my healing for the first 15 years of my energy healing. Everything was on donation, and I've got 3 kids, I've got a dog, a house. Things had to be paid for, and you have to trust in those donations. And maybe it's a case of going back to that, trusting in your work, trusting in what you've done and what you deserve to receive, and you shouldn't be just letting it go willy-nilly anymore. That's what it seems like to me. Sometimes it can be holding on a little bit too tightly to the past, or controlling a situation, but I'm not sure that's it here. I think it's a realization that you are allowed to have success. That's a real thing. Let's just see how the guides are trying to influence this karmic path. There's lots of things. Okay, so it's Christmas as well. So there's family, there's friends, and there's a bit of a break in the activities in general, or change of activities. It's being there, but concentrating on having 2 visions in a way, having a vision of close quarter of what's going on around you, but also looking far front of you. So keeping an eye on the long-term goals, but just making sure things are smooth around you in the everyday life. 10 of Swords. The end of that difficult path, of that complications of what you've been living, and I think it's the end of your trying very hard to get on in life in regards to job, business, and etc. to realizing that that's in the past now. You're moving on to much better climes. And it's the end of a painful cycle in regards to finances for you. Okay? Let's just see what's going on the conversation that is within you. They're almost sort of there's this, the possibilities are so great that you almost don't believe them, and your guides are almost in the same sort of position, kind of going, wait and see, we'll wait and see, wait and see. And that's what it's doing. It's almost patience, but there's a lot of messages coming in to sort of say to you that this is it. You are, this is it. You're in a position now in order to strike out, to really go ahead with lots of ambitious projects that you've wanted to do in the past, and it's marrying your ambitions to acts, to doing it, basically, Capricorn. It's almost like this week is almost like it's like a devotion, or you're confirming your place or your pathway. You're showing your commitment to it, and what you've done for a long time. You've always been committed to what you're doing, in regardless, and trying to achieve the best results out of life and things like that. And I think once you can hear these messages and allow them to guide you and start believing again, I think this is what 2023 is going to teach you, to believe again. Let's just see what the overall outcome is here. There's money in their hills. There's gold in them, their hills. Things are coming your way. It is success after success. And I think you're going to realize that after Christmas, you're going to realize that you're in a position to move on, and it's going to move on very quickly. I think you've got to concentrate. You've got to you've got to select the time and effort that you put into things. Don't waste your time on things that are not working, that are not bringing you the rewards, or not advancing, or not working necessarily. There's also a sort of thing where it's going to reveal a lot of things that you didn't really see before. I think that's going to be quite good as well. And that could be tied into that tower moment, in that section there. As I said earlier, we're sitting on a ley line, so we're just going to make a connection with the energy line, and we're going to see if the Earth's energy does have a message for you. So just going to connect. There we go. That is flowing through. That it's always flowing through, but there it's the consciousness that is connected to it. Okay, so what is it? Ain't no mountain high enough. That's what it's sort of saying. It's sort of saying, don't be scared of your ambitions. There's no mountain high enough. There's no valley wide enough to keep us from you. And it's like, you're an earth sign, and earth really wants it for you. And because this success, I think, is tied more to a moral thing than anything else that's coming your way. Lovely, it is. Very nice. So there you go, Capricorn. I hope you've enjoyed also the changes that are starting to happen here on the Astroflower. We've got a whole new way of doing readings coming in the new year, and that is going to be amazing. It's going to be really beautiful. We're going to allow energy into the readings a lot more. We've got your solstice readings coming out this week as well, and the monthlies coming out the week after. So there's loads of things going on this channel. Thank you very much for the support over this last year. It's been an amazing journey. Really enjoyed it, and I do thank you for your support. In the meantime, happy birthday, and don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.